Alright, so today we're going to take a look at information processing for our visual sense. So how does information get through the eye into our brain? We're going to take a look at that whole process in the order that occurs. So this diagram is showing sort of this cross section of our eye. So imagine if we're zooming into this little section right here in the retina. So light is going to come and hit the back of our eye. We know that, right? And that's known as the retina. So this light is going to actually hit the back of our eye going to our photoreceptors. So our photoreceptors in the back of our eye, which is the retina, we have cones and rods that are located back there. So those are our receptors, and light is going to hit that first. Now remember, cones are responsible and sensitive in bright light, so when we're looking at fine detail, and also for color vision. So bright light and color vision is what cones are responsible for, and rods are responsible for low light conditions, and that's when they're most sensitive. So there are a lot more rods than cones, as we can tell from this diagram, in our retina. But anyway, the light is going to hit our retina and go to those rods and cones. So what happens next? So that information is going to be transferred to our bipolar cells in our eyes. So after light goes and hits the retina to the photoreceptors, it's going to go to bipolar cells. After bipolar cells, we're going to ganglion cells. So light doesn't come in this way and go to ganglion cells first, and then bipolar, and then our retina. It's going to hit the back of the eye, which is our retina, and then go to bipolar cells and ganglion cells. Now, one important thing to remember is this optic nerve. Remember, the optic nerve is formed by ganglion cell axons. So axons because they are a type of neuron and they have axons. So those ganglion cell axons come together to form our optic nerve, which carries that information to the brain. So light is going to come in and hit our rods and cones in the back of our eye, then go to bipolar cells and then ganglion cells, and then travel down those to the optic nerve and then to the brain. And if you're having a hard time to remember, say like which one of these cells first, because we have bipolar cells and ganglion cells in our eyes, just remember that it's going to be in alphabetical order. So bipolar starts with a B. That's going to come before ganglion, which is a G. So it's going to first go to our retina. That's the first step. Once the light enters the eye, passes through, it's going to hit our retina where the rods and cones are. It's going to then go to bipolar cells and then our ganglion cells, and then that forms the optic nerve, which it travels along and then goes to our brain to be processed. So that's the basic order for the information processing of vision.